Yeah, here
Well, I
comes
could hear
everybody.
Dale and BC still talking in the other page when I come here, which is
Yeah.
weird, but
I'm not there anymore. I'm over here.
All right. I don't know what happened, but I had to start a new page to go live stream. But we're here now. Everybody but BC. I don't know if he'll catch on or not. But good evening, folks. I'm Wendell Hurricane Burris. I'm the host of Seekers Podcast. Our co-host Neil Huff is supposed to be joining us anytime, and we got some other people that's coming on. There's BC back on. All right, we'll just let everybody introduce themselves. We'll go around clockwise, starting with Barry. Go ahead, Barry.
I'm Barry Preston Robinson. This mama behind me. We're in north central Kentucky. Hello, everybody. Got this.
All right, Dale.
I'm Dale Bullock, North Central Arkansas, Heber Springs area to be exact. Glad to be here tonight. Hope we have a good show.
BC.
BC Davis. I'm in White County, Arkansas, mostly the northeastern and eastern part of White County, and some in northern White County.
Awesome. We was talking before we went on air around here, something strange and unusual. We ain't had a lot of other activity, but this morning I'm here at north of Conway and south of Clinton. For at least 5 mile area here, there was no radio stations whatsoever. No AM, no FM, and it didn't matter what radio, which car or which house radio, there was nothing. But about 8 miles, 9 miles to where Dale is, they had radio signal, and over in western Arkansas had radio signal. So that's just strange. Something was suppressing or blocking the radio station around this area somehow. Not just one station, all the stations across the dial. And that's strange because a lot of the radio stations have different towers, they have different power sources, and it affected them all the same. So that's just strange. Y'all got any comments on that? I heard that before from anywhere.
I haven't.
Was there any noise like static or anything?
It was just static on all of them. There was one of the radio stations, I think it was 94.1. Every once in a while, you would hear a word or two, but that was it.
I was going to say, I don't know if it's the same, but used to be when I was big into CB radios with a bunch of my buddies, guys with bass do what they called locking it down. They had a big, what they call a linear to boost their signal. They could lock their key down and lock a channel down like that where nobody else could talk on it. And all you'd hear is static, or if they was talking, or background noise, or whatever.
Well, that's the way it was. All of them was static except that one radio station, and every once in a while you'd just hear a word. But I'm talking like minutes apart on 94.1. But that might have been it. I never heard nothing like that. But it affected AM and FM.
Oh. Somebody'd have to have a big box.
Yeah. Something strange, either military or awful big station, or who knows? Even possibly even a UFO could have been around that we didn't see. I don't know. It was strange. If Dale had come back and said I can't get no radio stations either, I was thinking an EMP pulse had went on but I should have thought about it. If an EMP had went on, my car wouldn't have been running. Because if an EMP pulse, it shuts off anything kind of computer, anything. But I was ready to come back and lock and load. I was going to be ready if something was going to come in on me. But turned out it didn't. Wasn't long. I don't know, 30 minutes, they all come back on. So something was just blocking it.
It's plenty weird all in itself, though. Just something blocking everybody out like that.
Yeah. Sure enough. Well, has anybody had any other kind of activity going on around their place, or has it still been quiet?
I think it's too hot for them to get out and move around much myself.
Right.
I wouldn't want to get out in a fursuit today.
Oh Lord, no.
If they,
I don't know if you call
go ahead, Barry.
it. I don't know if you'd have it call it activity. Hey, it was 2 or 3 days this past week. Mom was outside and smelled something. She said it smelled like something dead. And there were several times I was standing within arm's reach of her. So that was kind of weird.
Can you repeat that? You broke up right at the end.
Mom was smelling something that said it smelled like something dead. And there were several times when she was smelling it, I was right next to her within arm's range and wasn't smelling nothing.
Huh. That's strange too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've read a couple stories about Bigfoot and the smell and stuff like that, where one person will smell it and the other one don't, or one person will hear or see something and the other one standing right next to them don't.
Right. They may be keyed in more than one person. Their sense may be higher or something.
Yeah.
But we've definitely been out Bigfooting and had that smell shadow us as we was walking along.
Mm-hmm.
In the area too.
That surprised me that time that it seemed like, to me, it smelled like skunk.
Yeah, it smelled like a cross between a skunk and I don't know if you've ever a barrel that's set and had something in it and it got waterlogged and smelled bad. It smelled like that barrel smell, a cross between a skunk and bad water, sour water.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds good.
Yeah, don't especially when you can't see where the thing's coming from.
Yeah, that night you couldn't see where it was coming from, but you could smell it following you.
There was one time I smelt it and I could step 10 foot in one direction or the other and not smell it. Walk back to that one spot and smell it again.
Seems like that's happened to me out in the woods too, where, it's just, it was a strong smell, but I'm kind of did a little search and like there was nothing around. At least no dead animals or anything.
Like I said, this was just in one spot. You walk 10 foot in any direction from, you don't smell it at all.
I don't know. It smelled like it was coming across the road.
Coming up this weekend for anybody here in Arkansas, we're going to be at Shores Lake Campground. We're having our annual Bigfoot meet and greet, and it's $15 for no electricity campsite or $25 for a campsite with electricity. And it's just a good old boy camp out, and we're going to have a good time, fish, and do all sorts of. Saturday night, we will go on a night investigation where we're just looking for or listening for vocals and see what activities in the area. That'll help us plan for fall events that we'll be having. If we have activity there, then we'll actually go do a full investigation. So, but everybody's invited. Anybody wants to come, there's no fee. Just show up at Shores Lake Campground. It's a little north of Oark, and if you need more details, either message me or Neil Huff or even Dale Bullock. Dale's actually probably going to go up there earlier than we are, and Neil could go probably anytime. He said he's free this week, so he's supposed to join us here, but hadn't yet. He'll have more details about it and what's going on.
Yeah,
but we're looking forward to that.
Taking a small air conditioner from a tent.
Yeah, wouldn't hurt. tire be there. So yeah, that wouldn't hurt at all. I got to see BC over the last week. We went down there on a different deal on our Toxic movie. We was giving it to Scott Bainey, where we're going to premiere it in September. But got to sit down and discuss paranormal and Bigfoot and everything. And we had a good meal there at the Bulldog there in Ball Knob. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I got to. I talked to Robert yesterday. He ain't gonna get to make it. Something with his wife, and plus he's gonna have to work, so he ain't gonna make the camp out this weekend. He wanted to, but he said he wasn't going to.
Has he had a look at that movie yet?
Robert, no, not yet.
Okay, I'm curious.
Hopefully, after we premiere at the horror show, and then in Eureka Springs at the Nightmare Film Festival in September. The Nightmare Film Festival is in October. We'll go on to a streaming service, and it'll be available sometime in middle of November on the streaming service. I'm just not sure which one's going to pick it up yet, but that'll be a plus. And
speaking of movies, one not to bother your time, not to waste your time seeing, it's a new Superman.
oh yeah,
Yeah, the new Jurassic Park movie is awful as well. I mean, it's bad. It's awful.
Mm.
I was actually cheering. I was hoping the dinosaurs would eat all the characters. That's how bad I was cheering for the dinosaurs.
I was going to go see it and didn't get to. Glad I did now.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
me too.
Barry's almost back. I don't know what happened. Yeah, he's back. You make it back, Barry? Can you hear us, Barry?
Yeah,
Okay.
probably the weather up here is cutting the shine outside right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Huh.
like I was telling others that when you switch pages, we're under a tornado warning.
You're under a warning? Not
Yeah.
a watch?
No warning.
Oh, you better get in a hole somewhere.
You should be. You're in a warning.
She said I ain't got a hole to get in.
No. You're like a old brother or Arthur. Gee, boys, we're in a tight spot.
Like I told them, I just pray. I don't have much faith in this house or many up against one. So.
Right. God's in control, that's for sure. Our next Bigfoot investigation is going to be all night investigations, but it's going to be September 12th, 13th, and 14th. And it's going to be at the ghost town, Rush, Arkansas. And we got two different agendas. During the day, we're going to be filming for our mini-series, True Armor. And then at night, we're going to be filming for Bigfoot investigations, see what we have in there. I've actually had several reports over the years from that area, but never had a representative or a reason to go there. But now we do, so we're going to go check it out.
Yeah. Sounds like fun.
Yep.
anybody out there watching, if you got any comments or questions, feel free to post them. We always try to do our best to answer them. Still no word from Neil, and like I said, I talked to him probably an hour ago. He said he was going to be on here, but had never showed up yet.
I texted him a couple times. That's about it.
Well, is there anything around Ball Knob or anything you heard of, BC, that
Not,
activity wise, or?
no, the last I heard was that voice coming out of the woods.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a male voice. I forgot to ask him if it was male or female. He said it was a male voice.
Hmm.
Yeah. Just saying, help me, help me. Of course, he didn't go out there. He knew not to.
Right.
Yeah.
It'd be like some of the ones here have to have a lot of help.
You want
So maybe for some of the ones here, I had to have the law help them get out of the woods.
Oh, yeah, we've had some around here. The law had to go in the woods and get them out.
Right. You never know. It could have been something like that, but that's too dangerous situation to check out from what we've seen. Seen them mimicking and everything. We have a comment here. It says, this time of year with the hot weather, look for your Bigfoot activity around or near secluded streams or lakes or someplace that they can be submerged in water and watch for that activity when you're out boating. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's still flooded down in the hurricane bottoms, last I heard. So there's no getting back there. But if this dry spell continues, it might be able to get back in there before long.
That'd be good. Yeah, it's drying up around here. Although we've been up till Friday, we've got little bitty showers, just 15 minutes, but it ain't really done much. But it's just kept it from burning up literally. But
Yeah, but it makes it like a steam bath when you go back outside. Oh
yeah,
my gosh, those little showers like that.
yeah,
Whew.
Well, this summer hasn't been any different as far as the way it usually does at my house. Everybody's saying, I wish we'd get some rain. And I'm like, I guess you take some of mine.
yeah.
I can't do nothing outside. I go out there and get tools out, start to cut or saw or whatever. Start raining on me. Had to put it all up.
Yeah,
Hey, it's raining about every afternoon. Same
you
time.
got the lake effects, not rain.
Yeah. But it's rained just about every day here for the last 2 months.
That's the way it used to be.
Down there.
That's what we're talking about, right?
With my grass growing, that's for I have got so much rain this year that it drowned my tomato plants.
Huh.
They actually got too much rain. I mean, when you start messing with tomato plants like that, you kind of get, I've got to give it a little more water this week, little more water, But this, I haven't watered them, and they are just, you can tell that's what it is. They drown. It's the darndest thing. Because we've been getting plenty of rain.
Right. Hey, I used to live at Spring Hill there below Greenbrier, Arkansas, and Overcup Lake is direct west. And that used to do that. It'd heat up every evening and then steam out of that lake, and then there'd be a shower come over every evening there at Spring Hill. And that's the same way you're getting from Heber Springs Lake.
Yeah. They're the same.
Now we lost. Oh,
Yeah.
Barry, PC's back.
Yeah, I've got to mow my main part of my yard. I've got to mow it like 3 times so far because I'll get out there right before rain and mow it real quick up on the top just to keep it looking so shabby. And then it rains. It'll grow about 2 inches the next day or two, you know, and I have to go right back out there and mow it again if I can. But I've only had to mow it 3 times, but it needed it a lot more than that. I just couldn't get to it.
Right.
BC talking about that voice from the woods reminds me, I don't know, it wasn't this past week. I think it was a week before that. What night was it I heard that voice?
Last Wednesday night, I think.
Last Wednesday, she thinks. I just woke up, but I know I was awake. And I heard a creepy sounding voice just, hey, called my name. I couldn't tell if it was coming from in the house, outside the house, because I just woke up. But I know I was awake.
Right.
Mom said she didn't hear it.
I didn't.
She was asleep.
That could be Bigfoot definitely mimicking. I've heard them calling people like that to try to get them outside of their house, but that could be all sorts of stuff.
Yep.
I guess Julie out there in North Carolina is kind of getting back into it. You know, she had that big podcast there for a long time, had all kinds of crazy voices from the woods like that. Man, I had voices like that coming out of the woods, I'd move.
Yeah.
We were scared. She sent me one there that they had cleaned it up and got all the noise out of it and everything. And her name's Julie, and the voice was going, Julie. I'm like, I'm gone. I'm out of here. You know?
Yeah, I would be too.
Well, it's like that one famous case. I think it was in Georgia. A police officer kept going out to this older couple's house. Something was messing with them, stealing their dog food and tearing their barn up and all this. And they had a little dog named, I want to say Peanut. They said they'd be inside at night. They hear something outside. Peanut. Peanut. Cop just told them, so whatever you do, don't go outside.
No. There was an incident like that at Devil's Den, and the lady camper and the guy camper had their dogs in their tent, and something called them out, and they actually opened the tent to see what was going on out there, and the dogs run out, and they never got their dogs back. And I heard then the voices started calling their names, and they left. They didn't pack nothing. They run to the vehicle and left.
And
oh, got another question. What's the best way to cast a trap, in y'all's opinion? That'd be Dale's question for us.
Well, I've heard of several different methods. We're even experimenting with underwater casting, which might work out okay. I just talked to some people today that uses dental stone. I don't know how much better that is than plaster, but I imagine it'd be quite a bit tougher.
Right.
We usually use plaster Paris. It's right out of Walmart. Got to put some kind of a almost like putting rebar in concrete, little metal rod or something through it to give it some strength so it won't break on you.
Another thing would be good on that is the fiberglass. You can get ground up fiberglass for bondoing, and you can mix that with your plaster. When you pour it in, it'll hold it together better.
Yeah.
And like Dale, we was last a couple shows ago, we talked about doing the water deal. If you have a frame where you can set it over the track, and maybe it's been in water, where you can pump the water out. Because we've had tracks, you could tell that were fresh, that were in the water, but it's too much water to cast, but it wasn't deep enough that it would give a lot of trouble if you pumped the water out. So if you had some kind of frame that you could actually push into the mud, metal frame, something like a cookie cutter, that's that size thin wall that you could push into the mud where it'd be watertight, pump the water out, then put your cast material in, come back when it's hard. It'll take longer to harden, but it should be all right as long as the water doesn't get back to it.
Yeah, if you had something like that was like Wendell said, like a cookie cutter or something that had a little thin wall on it that was strong enough to hold the plaster and everything, but you wouldn't have to have one but about 2 foot long.
Yeah,
maximum. If you find something that's longer than 24 inches, you probably don't need to follow it.
Yeah. Like I said, the biggest one we've seen is that 21-inch dragon. That's big enough, big red, and then the one at Sillamore is about the same size. So
I don't know if it works or not yet, but as far as hardening it up and holding it together and keeping it from break, I heard spraying hairspray on it. Old cheap hairspray on the cast.
Hadn't heard that. Be worth a try.
What is it?
Hairspray. Find on that Aqua.
Aquanet or whatever it's called. Aerosol.
I still haven't found any of that hydraulic concrete. I've been looking for some of that. That'd be perfect for that. You could dump it right through the water and let it harden up.
Yeah.
You'd probably be paying $30, $40 a piece for your castings.
Yeah.
If you found some out in the woods.
That's kind of
Pretty
steep.
$high stuff.
Like I said, guests, if anybody's got any questions or comments, feel free to post them. Anybody got anything they want to talk about or discuss?
I can't think of anything. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just been quiet all around.
Yeah.
As far as the festivals, we got the Arkansas Bigfoot Festival, and me and Dale's going to be at, and same day, September 6th in Enola, Arkansas. So I'm going to be at it. I guess Dale's going to be at it.
Yeah.
And
one that close, definitely.
Yeah.
I think Robert's planning on going.
Okay. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope I can catch a ride with him. He goes right through Ball Knob on the way over there. So.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I'm on
Be good to see you guys again.
Yeah. I'll be there at about 1 o'clock, and then one of the guys from True Armor is going to meet me there at the park in Conway, and we're going to film a scene for True Armor there in the park. Cody is his name. He's the one that's going to be King Arthur. But that'd be a packed day, and then the next weekend's the one where we're doing the September 13th. We're doing the one at Rush, Arkansas. So we'll have a busy 2 weekend. Yeah. I need to tell. I hadn't told Robert about that one. He might be able to go to that one. It'd be far enough he can plan ahead. It's uh, it's rough camping there. I mean, where we're going to go, but there is 2 campgrounds that I know of, so we'll be camping at them for the whole weekend, and going from the camp to our Bigfoot locations that we find. So that'll be cool.
Are they making a movie that'll be on TV about this?
Is y'all's movie going to be on TV?
It will be the Toxic will be on one of the streaming service. I'm not sure which. That's our movie about the haunted house. Then the True Armor is going to be on YouTube. It's a mini series, and it's going to be on our Falcor Family and Film Features channel, and it's going to be the flagship show that's on there. And we'll have other people that be putting shows on there, and it'd be like a channel where you can go and watch all the shows from our channel.
Mm.
So that'd be cool. Won't cost nobody nothing on the YouTube channel, but now the one that's on the streaming service, yeah, that's whatever the streaming service charges.
Yeah.
So we got a busy fall ahead.
Yeah. I'm ready. I need something to get me out of the house and get me busy.
Yeah, several of the actors wanted to film during the summer and everything, and I said, "Nah, we don't. I got too much going on anyway." But because we're remodeling the haunted house, but can you imagine being out there trying to film in this heat, right? No,
Man.
wearing all the costumes,
Mm-hmm.
they would roast.
Bad.
A suit of armor, especially if it was in the sun, it's gonna be like a oven in there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear any more about that Bigfoot that was supposedly hit by a vehicle?
I just saw that just a while ago, and I didn't get to check much about it. They was following up on it, but no, I hadn't really got to check into detail on it. This is the first time I've seen anything about it since we talked about it.
I saw that thing too earlier today. I just wondered.
I don't even know if it's the same incidents, the deal. But I know the one that were reported earlier, the cops and everything had reported that, yeah, it actually happened, but they ended up backtracking and just said it was a wild animal. Well, what kind of wild animal? They never did say after the report come out.
They was afraid to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in my opinion, that was a big cover up.
Yeah.
Probably so. I keep saying I want to be like Arnold in Predator. I want to look one right in the eyes. What are you?
Yeah.
Y'all know, remember the scene I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where he
Yeah, I know
looks
what
at it
you're
and
talking
asks
about.
what it is, and it looks right back at him asking what he is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I've been as close as I want to get to them, and that's been probably 10 feet. And at the time, it was just the back of it that we saw, and that was close enough.
That was way close.
Yeah.
It might get me, but what a way to go.
Yeah. I was just thinking at the time which way to run, but they was all around us. There wasn't nowhere to run. So just stand the ground as best we could, get by the fire.
Yep. That's what I have to stand my ground because I ain't going to outrun it.
Yeah. No, they're definitely too fast in the woods, and then being as large, even the smaller ones that's my size, they're wider. I don't see how they go through the woods with the woods that we've been through, but they'll go right through it like it's nothing.
Mhm. Well, the way they move, I could run for all I'm worth, and they could walk next to me.
Yeah. But let's see, last week or weekend before, I went up to my buddy Clint's house, and we was talking about Area 2. If you think about it, Dale, when the Bunns was there, Michelle and
Yeah.
Paul Bunn, and that fight occurred over on that other hillside across from camp there.
Yeah.
Area 2 hadn't been the same since then. We know there's two of them still in there because we tracked them that one deal, and it was hard to track them to find them. So there's at least two staying in the area, but that ain't nothing like it was. So whatever that fight occurred, they either run off an alpha male or killed an alpha male. Something happened that night because Area 2 ain't been the same since.
Mm-mm.
Because we was trying to figure out what happened, and we was talking about it. And then the last time when there was a lot of activity and a lot there was during that fight. So whatever that fight was, something changed. But also right after that fight, within a month, it's when the Forest Service burned all that off in front of Area 2. It didn't make it back to where Area 2 was, but they burned all that off in the front. So it's either pushed them somewhere, or with the alpha male being killed, the clan went to wherever the other male was, or what. But there's a large one there. I assume it's a female, and then there's one that's got tracks maybe 6-7 inches long. And when we did track it, the large tracks was moving down the creek on one side, and the smaller tracks was moving down the creek on the other side. And everywhere we've been after that, that's what we've tracked. I don't know why they're staying apart from each other, or if it's for safety or what, but something's going on in Area 2 and keeping
they
out.
They might have that clan might have busted completely in two or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a political thing going on with them.
That's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Got a question. Do you think this time of year in the heat and everything, there's more activity would be around caves? Hadn't thought about it.
I think so.
But yeah, I'm sure if you want to find activity, it'd be where there's water in a cave close by, because the cave's going to be cooler.
Yeah. Definitely.
Hey, that definitely sounds like that Area 2X and Area 2, though.
Yeah.
There's a cave with a waterfall and a pond at both of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you think about that right now. That up there 2X, that little cave and that little water pool there, got to be 30 degrees cooler than it is anywhere else.
Yeah,
sure. Got to be.
Gotta be. Was there anything you want to try at Ball Knob if the water goes down, BC?
I just try to get back in there and see if we can spot any tracks or any activity, but that one area has been logged out.
Yeah, so we'd have to just have to feel our way around and see what we find and see what structures is there, and see where we know they're still in the area. They move in and out, but what part of the refuge or whatever it is.
Well, we took a right to go to Mallard Pond on the road, hit a T, but you can't go to the left. They're doing a lot of work out there, and might be another year or two before people can start getting out there. And that's Big Hurricane Lake, and I think Little Hurricane. But there's another one. The name slips my mind. It's like when you just get into that area. I think it's called Bowley Pond. that I've seen tree breaks and arches out there a few years back when my cousin and I were looking around. So we could look at that, and if it's open, we'd go back down in there at least, because we found those one tracks, and that one that was 22 inches, if you recall, that I found, because I'd laid up like 5 $1 bills to, so you'd have some idea of how big that footprint was. And I did the math on that. I think they said foot length is 15% of height. So that's like a 12-foot, 2-inch tall individual.
Yeah, that'd be huge.
Yeah, that we're not talking about squats. We're talking about giants.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's a couple areas. I mean, we can stop and look along the road like we did on our way out that last time. But, yeah, we can go look around Bowley Pond. Might find something in there.
Yep.
When remember that little pond that was on the side of the hillside down there on Area 2 somewhere? Was that Area 2 I'm thinking, or is that Sillamore?
Pond.
It was a pond that was down on the side of the mountain. It wasn't that one that's on the trail, but it was another one. I was thinking about that today. I think it's probably the last time Casey and Marcus came with us. But the last time I was there, I saw that's the most perfect tracks I've ever seen in my life. Perfect.
That was at Sillamore, wasn't it?
I think it was Sillamore, and I couldn't remember remember where that pond was.
Yeah, it's almost at the north unit. It's on the right side of the road up there. It's just past where Neil had his flat.
Yeah.
That's the first place. And you go up in the second road on the right's where that pond is right there, not far from the road. That's where I remember you saying them was the best tracks here. And Marcus and Casey was with us there.
Yeah. I'm just thinking after all this rain and everything, and and the heat now, I bet there's some tracks around that pond again. I've been thinking about that for a couple of days now.
I bet they are.
Yeah. There's something was coming through there.
That's where on top of that hillside below that pond's all the structures. I mean, it's just one after another there on both sides of the road. And it's probably 300 feet down that road that them structures are on both sides. And then they abruptly start and they abruptly end. It's not like something you can say, hey, over time or wind damage or whatever could have done it. No, you can tell all these are manipulated structures and made by something. And that's right below that pond where you found them good tracks.
Yeah.
Makes me want to go over and look around my pond.
Yeah.
Probably a good place for them.
This time of year, that's where they're going to go to a water source. Unless you got another source close by that's moving water, they'd be probably more at the moving water than they would the pond. But
there's a small creek about 2 miles over the hillside there. Runs into a good-sized lake, but I don't know if that creek got any water in it right now or not. I guess it probably does now with all the rain. But
yeah.
I got one of the best pictures I ever got around that pond, though.
That's a good chance there'll be more activity there then.
I don't have it anymore. It's on one of my old laptops or one of my old phones. But it shows a night picture of what looks like an orb, a great big ball of light right out over that pond, right dead center. It ain't the moon. It ain't somebody with a coon hat or nothing. That pond's probably got 3 foot of water in it and 6 foot of mud in the bottom. So if you walk out there, you'd still be standing there in the morning when I go look for it.
Yeah.
I never could figure out where that ball of light come from. I had another one video showing a coyote running past and a little ball of light right behind it chasing it.
Mm.
It just goes
Yeah,
to show you there's more weird stuff out there than Bigfoot.
oh yeah, all kinds of stuff.
He said before they come, they like signs and wonders.
Yep. Device overheating. I'll probably have to jump off here in a minute. Phone's getting hot.
Oh yeah, my device ain't overheating, but I'm overheating. I'm out here in the office without no AC. My son put a dog out here yesterday, and sometime during the night, it pushed my whole AC out of the office, and it's laying out there on the ground. I didn't know it till I come in here to start the podcast. I'm like, looked around, where's my air conditioner at? It's out there on the ground. So I know all about overheating.
I ain't never had any other phone do it. This one here will.
Huh. All right. Anybody got anything else they want to clear up or talk about, or any last questions? Any viewer out there can post a question. We're getting close to our hour. We like 4 minutes to be an hour. I don't have any more topics or anything to discuss right now. We're looking forward to future outings, and don't know what happened to Neil. He just never got to show up, so we'll go from there.
Well, looking forward to all the stuff coming up.
Yep.
Gonna be fun. Gonna be fun.
I guess we'll go ahead and say our closing comments and go around in a circle, and I'll end it when it gets, well, we lost Barry. He done got overheated. Go ahead, Dale, and then BC, and then I'll close the show out.
Well, old Dale Bullock from Heber Springs. I guess we'll be signing out. Talk to y'all next time. Got a lot of stuff coming up. Y'all get out there and get you some of it.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Well, I hope it's cooler the next podcast. Hope this heat wave has broke. There was talk about some tropical system or some system out in the Gulf may come up this way, but I haven't kept up. Don't know if y'all have heard that or not.
I didn't know what it was, but the August, the weekend we're going to check out Rush, they said it'd be a little cooler, up to 10 degrees cooler, so that'd be good. That may be what it's from. That's what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a brisk 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might want to take a thermos of coffee and hot chocolate with you.
We're going to pack a cooler full of ice stuff, some popsicles for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Hope we find.
Anyway, y'all be good.
Yeah. Hope on that scouting trip we find some good Bigfoot scenes and good places to film for True Armor. Oh, Barry's back, and we're saying our closing comments. So go ahead, Barry.
I ain't got a whole lot to say. Just God bless everybody. Take it easy and be careful.
Yeah, it's good seeing y'all, you and Mom. I hope everything's going good with y'all.
Yep.
All right, I'm Wendell Hurricane Burris, and we're going to go ahead and close out the Seekers podcast for this July. Be looking for the podcast around August 23rd. It'll either be the Sunday before or the Sunday after the 23rd, as close as we can get. Hope we have more information, and we'll post you about the Bigfoot camp out, what happened. Like I said, anybody out there that wants to go, it's free. It's July 25th and 26th. We'll be leaving out that Sunday morning. But come out and camp with us. Dale may be there a little earlier, and Neil. If anybody wants to contact me, and I'll let you know where any of our groups there early. And everybody just have a blessed week and try to stay cool. See y'all next month.
Take care, everybody.
Take care. You out of there?